Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new and don't know me, my name is Norma Liz. Today I'm actually doing something a little different. I'm going to give my review on one of my books that I read. I love books and I really just want to kind of summarize it. I know a lot of us live very busy lives, and so just to kind of talk about what I love, or maybe if there's something I don't like about the books. I'm going to be doing this at least one book per month since I am pretty busy, but just at least once a month I want to give you a review. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, of course, give it a thumbs up, and I always welcome comments. So if you have maybe a book suggestion for me, put it in the comments and I would greatly appreciate it. And also, an FYI, if you subscribe and you click on the bell, you will be notified when I upload my new video. So thank you so much. God bless. So the title of this book is Rescued from Wordless to Warrior, and so it's 8 chapters and 46 pages, so very easy read. Honestly, the only reason it took me so long to read it was because I just had other things that I'm doing. But honestly, if you sit down and read it, I think it'll maybe take about an hour total reading time, maybe 2 if you read slow. Just to kind of summarize what the book is about, she talks about dealing with insecurities and low self-esteem. She talks about different events in her life from her childhood. With being able to read that, you're able to see kind of where the low self-esteem and insecurities stemmed from. And I think we can all relate. At least for me, I suffered from low self-esteem as well, so I can totally relate. And she was so honest about her insecurities and what she dealt with. So she talks about how as she developed, physically, her body, she began displaying signs of confidence, but it was really just a cover-up for her insecurities. And it also talks about how time doesn't heal all wounds. One of the chapters is titled, "Does Time Heal All Wounds?" And it's really good because she talks about how she ends up in this relationship again. Decisions that she made always go back to her childhood. And so she talks about how she was reading the Bible and praying, doing all these things, but there was still something missing, and that one thing is surrender. So that was really good. I definitely felt that. And with the need for her to surrender meant that she had to stop trying to be in control of everything. Releasing that allowed for God to come into her heart and really just transform her. And it's just so beautiful to read how God transformed her life, like the title says, from worthless to warrior. And she also talks about how God told her to stop trying to earn his love. Really like how she breaks everything down from her perspective. In the book, she also talks about the prodigal son, and she compares herself to the prodigal son, the story in the Bible. She talks about how in her mind she believed that she had messed up one too many times. One of the other things that the book talks about is how her perspective changed about her family. In the beginning of the book, you kind of read all the negative, and if you don't finish reading, you may think that she's being really negative about her family, but just keep reading till the end. And I love how she shows in the book how her perspective changed, because you can definitely see as you read along. Her family didn't change, but she was now able to look at what they did do for her instead of what they couldn't or didn't do for her growing up. Because her perspective changed towards her family, everything just got better. Their relationship was stronger and became a better mother for her daughter. And, you know, she also talks about generational curses. So it's just really relatable. And the chapters, what I like is also, and they're titled Abandoned, Alone, Afraid, Ashamed, Angry, Accepted, Acquitted, and Altered. So I really like how it starts from, it really goes with the title, and it shows that transformation throughout the book. She actually dedicated this book to anyone who suffers from low self-esteem, and I thought that was really sweet because it wasn't towards a specific person. It's kind of to anyone who is experiencing that. And if you've ever experienced it, honestly, even if you feel like you've gotten past that, this book was such a blessing to me, that even though I no longer suffer from those low self-esteem issues and insecurities, it just still gave me, it really inspired me, and as well as inspired me to be a better mom. She gave different ways to grow in your relationship with Christ. I'm going to read what's on the back of the book. It says, "Life circumstances led me to a really dark place. At this place, I felt no sense of hope, love, or freedom. I felt like I had no purpose in life until I experienced the love of Jesus Christ. When I was lost and all alone, He was right there with me. When I was broken and ashamed, He restored me and gave me a new identity. Now that I have been restored to wholeness, I'm sharing my story so that someone else can too. I consider it a privilege to use my testimony to help others be set free from a life that is beneath what God had in mind." So I just love how genuine the author is, and brave for sharing her story. And it's so real, and it's her testimony, and hopefully this will encourage you like it did me. Let me know what your thoughts are when you read the book, and I'm gonna link the book in the details in the description. She is actually a single mom, so I would definitely support. I'm sure that would be a blessing to her life, her and her daughter's life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.